Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Ahmed and this is Egyptian Reacts and Reviews. Today we'll be watching Season 1 Episode 4 of House of the Dragon. But first, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. It helps me grow and helps me get more perks to present to my viewers. You can also leave a comment and a like if you want to by the end of the video. Previously on the House of the Dragon, we saw that Rhaenyra was on the hunting trip with her father. Uh, like a lot of people were there. We saw that they were trying to hunt for the White Heart, but it didn't show up. Turns out to be a normal brown one. Except that Rhaenyra was able to see it after she was able to kill a wild boar. That got her some respect in the eyes of the people, and they were able to see that she is capable of doing great things. We also saw Daemon, who was having problems with the crab feeder, and eventually the king sent him a letter telling him, "I will help you, I'm sending aid," but Daemon decided to go on a solo run and was able to bait the crab feeder's army into getting out of the caves where they were destroyed by the dragon and Corlys's army that was there. Daemon was also able to kill the crab feeder and declared victory before the king's aid arrives. So, what's gonna happen today? Let's get into it. Is this a wedding, like a marriage proposal?
The man is older than my father. It's unseemly for him to put himself forward as a contender for my hand.
Next.
Now we have another kid. At least he's not two.
And now a child.
The Blackwoods are an ancient house with a formidable army.
Craven.
We're leaving.
Okay, leave the child to get killed.
What?
Send word to the harbour and have Captain Oswin ready the ship.
Princess, we're due in Gettybridge in 3 days'
I
time.
would happily row myself back to King's Landing if I brought an end to this ridiculous pageant.
Okay. Well, he deserves it, honestly. Is that the dragon that they were talking about? The biggest dragon ever?
Take cover!
No, that's Daemon's dragon.
You alright? Are you? Fetch the maester.
I'm fine.
Okay, I predicted last episode that they have to meet at some point after the war, so that Daemon would gloat that he won without the help of the king. Is he wearing a crown? Why is she... Okay, I know they're Targaryens, but can we get some Targaryens who aren't involved with their siblings or uncles or like... Please, be normal for a bit.
Add it to the chair. Once we smash the Triarchy, they name me King of the Narrow Sea. But I know that there is only one true king, Your Grace.
Yeah. Hightower's not pleased. Are we having a mom to daughter talk?
Surmise the tour did not go well?
I enjoyed it for as long as I could. How romantic it must be to get imprisoned in a castle and me to squeeze out to heirs.
Really? So that's what Allison really feels like? So, like... Then she wasn't happy about her father's, plan.
All anyone sees when they look at me now is the Queen.
I've missed you too.
So now they're back on good terms? Okay.
If House Velaryon entered into an alliance with the Free Cities, then we would have to seek our own marriage pact.
Of course. Now she doesn't get to choose. Alicent is giving birth? Okay, so at least a few months have passed, or a year or something.
Good night, Sir Kristen.
Sleep well, Princess.
Is there someone in her room? What was she reading? There's a secret door in her room that she never knew about? Oh, told her to, get a disguise and get out of the castle? Okay.
Do you wish to know your death, child?
Why do we have to have people with no eyes? Oh yeah, he lost his fingers. I missed that last time. Last episode.
Their wants are of no consequence.
They're of great consequence if you expect to rule them one day.
For one night, I wish to be free of the burdens of my inheritance.
You are now.
4 copper street rat in King's Landing we pay for our pleasures. Hey, stop! Boy! Wait, I'll find him.
She's happy? Is she smiling?
Come.
Pardon me, Your Grace. The king has requested your presence.
Is he...
The hour is quite late. Yes, Your Grace.
Wait, they sleep in different rooms and he requests her presence? He's gonna see her going in again. How did she get up?
Apologies for the late hour, my lord.
What is it?
A messenger brings word from the White Worm.
It reminds me of the little birds.
I learned that the skin trade could only take me so far in this life.
You never were one to stay idle.
Hard lessons are not welcome, but suffered.
So they went separate ways then in the middle of the war at one point?
They were engaged in behaviors unbecoming of a maiden. Of a princess.
What behaviors?
What? Really? You still don't get it?
What must I say, at your grace?
You enter my bedchamber, accusing my daughter of something.
Is he going to go and find her with Crystal?
Damon and Rhaenyra were seen together. In the bowels of a pleasure den.
Awaiting your best chance to destroy her reputation.
I have no such intent, your grace.
You think yourself a cunning man?
So the king has always
Do you wish to have your blood
knew
on your
what
hands
Hightower
so
is
badly that you
doing.
are willing to destroy mine own?
I mean, in that case, he's not very wrong, but... Like, Hightower is not wrong, but the king has always known that Hightower has this kind of ambition, then.
Tell me the whole of it, Rhaenyra.
Your father accused me of something. Was I drank wine, left the castle after dark? This is a vile accusation.
Is it? You Targaryens do have queer customs.
Yeah.
Alicent, your grace, sister, you must know I would never. You cannot believe such gossip. So you are accusing me of slanders? You overheard?
I only want to help you, Rhaenyra.
You should have known better.
Why is she... there seems to be something more than her just being worried about her friend.
Must I truly refute that?
I feel there's something with
never touched me.
Alicent. Did Damon do something to Alicent?
It was foolish of you to place yourself in a position where your virtue could even come into question.
Won't you even deny it?
I need to understand the charge before I can attempt to discredit it.
You defiled her. We were young men. She is just a girl. Your niece.
Here is a woman grown. You are the dragon. Your word is truth and law.
I have spent a lifetime defending you. But your heart is even blacker than I thought. I should disinherit her.
Wed her to me. When I offered up my crown, you said I could have anything. I want Rhaenyra. I'll take her as she is and wed her in the tradition of our house.
Of course. It's not my daughter you lust for, is it? It's my throne. Strive to restore whatever scrap of honor remains in you. Or don't. Matters not to me. As long as you are gone from my side for good.
Honestly, I would have just killed him right there. Like this guy is completely... Like, he lied about Rhaenyra just to get what he wants, so...
It is not in Rhaenyra's nature to be deceitful. I cannot say the same for your brother.
You believe he lied?
How often does he speak the pure truth?
Damon and Rhaenyra share the blood of the dragon. They are restless and chaotic.
She swore to me that she remains a maiden. And I believe her.
Oh, you're gonna be in for a surprise.
Responsibility I have handed to you. The burden of this knowledge. It is larger than the throne. The king. It is larger than you. And your desires. Your courtship is at an end. You will wed Selene of Valarian. And you will do so without protest.
And what will you do about the vulture who perches upon your throne?
What vulture?
Your hand.
Otto Hightower has served 2 kings loyally and faithfully.
He wants Aegon to be named heir. And he will stop at nothing to see it done, including spying on me to bring about my ruin.
I will do my duty as heir, and with Selena.
But you must first do yours as king.
Your Grace.
5 days.
5 days to what?
5 days later, my father lay dead. Heir to the Iron Throne. Dead of a burst belly.
By his hand.
It was a grim day. I recall it all too well.
It was a good day for you. Jaehaerys named you hand in Balon's stead. How long did it take you to choose yourself over your king?
Your Grace.
I will never recover from Emma's death. But Alicent, she took me through the worst of my grief. She was a calculated distraction. I only now realize how well calculated it was.
Oh no, it is true.
You were a faithful servant, Otto.
Oh no.
The crown and the realm, both owe you a debt, can never be repaid. But I can no longer trust your judgment.
In one swoop, all his ambitions are now knocked in the teeth. I feel like we're building up a lot of people, like, you know, that might ally against the king in the future. Daemon, Corleus, Otto.
I hope you can forgive the late hour, Princess. A tea, Princess. From the King. It will rid you of any unwanted consequences.
An abortion pill? Okay. And that was season 1, episode 4 of House of the Dragon. Well, this episode really dealt with Daemon and Rhaenyra. He submitted actually to the king. He gave him the crown, which was a good calculated move. Like Daemon is very complicated. Is that I know that he thinks he is the true heir and he deserves to be the king more than his brother, but still is loyal to his brother, that he would not harm him either in private or in public or his image. So he came up with this idea after taking Rhaenyra over out of for in the town. So after this rumor came up, that he decided, I'm gonna use that rumor, and he told him, then wed me, Rhaenyra, and we will be the future of the House of the Dragon. But then Viserys told him, no, you are already married, go back to your wife and never show up here again. On the other hand, Rhaenyra decided, like, to call that part of the rumor a lie, and which was true. It was a lie, but she also was with someone else, so the part about her being a maiden and all this part, we know is not true anymore. Like, like, let's say, chose to omit the part that she knows is true while denying the lie that inside the rumor. So we saw the king now dealing with what happened and told her it doesn't matter what's the truth, because people see it as something, it's their perception. And so he told her she will marry Corlys' son. And so in order to, for a political, it will, like, do not try to, like, refuse. It's done, it's over. It's the political correct move politically, at which time she told him, fine, I'll do it, but you have to understand that Otto Hightower, by doing this, he's only benefiting himself, because he wants his grandson to be named heir, not Rhaenyra. And that's where something that I did not expect happened, which is the king actually removing Otto Hightower as the hand of the king, and told him, the king had all what he was doing in the back of his head, and he realized what he was doing, but I guess the king had a soft spot for him because he's been known him for so long, and he's married to Alicent, his daughter. And so, but he actually told him, I know that the whole Alicent thing now, I can see how much of, like, it was a calculated plan by you, and it worked, but I cannot trust you anymore. And so that's where he stripped him off the title. And the thing is, now I see that a lot of people are lining up to be against the king in the future. A lot of them with their own ambition, but now the king is making more enemies of sorts, because now, although I feel like Daemon would actually, like, if at one point something happens where the king is in danger, I feel like at that point Daemon would be with his brother against everybody else. So let's say for now Corlys and Otto Hightower definitely will be looking for, to revenge of some sorts. So thank you everybody for watching this episode with me. We'll see what happens in the next one. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Leave a comment and like if you also want to. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next episode.